If you don't have any freaking idea what is web development, you still want to become a web superstar, this video is just for you. In this video, I will give you 7 easy steps that you can follow to become a world-class web developer. Before getting into the 7 easy steps to become a web superstar, please like this video. My grandma told me that if I don't get 300 likes in this video right now, she will cut the Wi-Fi. I don't know how she will cut the Wi-Fi, but please like this video right now so that I can save the internet from my grandma. So let's start. The very first step is, I call it like a web baby. Let me see, you're just a newborn baby. You need to start with very basics. And if you know where to start with, you can go to any sites like W3 Schools, or I highly recommend freecodecamp.org. Or if you want to use the mobile app, definitely go to the Programming Hero mobile app. Just go to the Play Store, Android or iOS, and download this app, Programming Hero. Then go step by step, that basic HTML, basic CSS. These are the baby steps. And then try to learn little more about maybe Git, how you write the code and save it there. And then after that, spend few more days to explore HTML5, CSS3. These are the baby steps. You are becoming a baby of a web developer. And this is your first step. Second step, and I call this web teen. That means you are becoming a teenager in the field of web developer. And to become a teen, you can still use like W3 Schools, or you can use Free Code Camp or Programming Hero mobile app. And there, your first task is to explore Bootstrap. Bootstrap is a responsive way so that the website you make, it fits nicely in a tablet, mobile phone, or even in a laptop. So explore the Bootstrap, build some website using Bootstrap, and then start exploring basic JavaScript. JavaScript is the heart of any website, and without JavaScript, website will not work most of the cases. So explore the JavaScript, understand all the fundamental parts like an string, array, or conditionals, loop, function, and objects, those things, and then explore a little bit more about solve some problem. For example, how you find the longest number in an array, or how you reverse an array, or maybe you merge two array, or maybe you reverse an string, those kind of things. Try to learn those and explore as many problems as you can solve, because you are a teenage web developer. Every world is fun for you. So find different resources, explore it, and build something with JavaScript and Bootstrap. Life would be awesome. Step 3, I call is web strong. You need to be a little bit stronger about web development, and to stronger you need a lot of extra things. And the very first thing you need, Visual Studio Code. Visual Code is an awesome IDE where you will write your code and you can use a lot of fun extension like Explore Emmet, maybe some other linting tool, or maybe some other extension that you can get like a Prettify, or few other things down the line you will need to learn. And then install Node, maybe NPM, so that you can use much more fun stuff in your project. These are the tools that will make you little bit stronger. Step number 4, I call Web Spy. Now you are becoming a detective. You are looking inside. For example, you learn JavaScript. You want to learn what underneath it, why it is asynchronous. You are using browser, but you want to go a little bit deeper. What is DOM? How you can modify stuff on the browser, and also you can debug something. And at the bottom part of your browser, you will explore something called dev tool. And inside the dev tool, you can do a lot of things. You can change some text, you change some style, you can even explore JavaScript, you can debug it, and you need to see what are the different tabs there, how to use those. Those are very useful things that you need to explore. Step number 5, I call is a web smart. That means you are becoming smarter. You are becoming very much known, or the fantastic person in your friends group. And to become smarter, you need to know the smart things. And the smart thing about JavaScript is like ES6. What are the new things in the ES6, like an arrow function, maybe how you use new templating, maybe how you do destructuring, or maybe the class or default variables or spread operator. All these things you need to explore. Not only that, you want to become even smarter. That means you need to learn any modern JavaScript framework. There are 3 most popular and people call us Angular. Don't go with Angular because these are for the old people. You are smarter, don't go with Angular. And the Vue is another shiny things, but there is not much job yet in the market with Vue.js. So I personally recommend go with the React because this is my most favorite and this has the highest number job. This is the easiest one in learn and this is the most lightweight framework or library, whatever you call, I don't care, but you need to learn React and related stuff around it. And that could be you need to learn how to build a single page application, how to put components there, how to define a component, how to do the routing, and how to do few other things in a single page applications. And that will make you a smarter web developer. And step number 6 is web lover. Now you need to become a romantic. You need to connect with other people, maybe have some romantic dating. And this dating part, you will date with backend. So you are a front-end web developer guy, but you still need to send some romantic message to the backend. That is through API. So when you do the API, that means like you are calling something in the backend. For example, if you are in a restaurant and you order some food and somebody goes to the kitchen and brings the food. In your home, maybe your mom or your grandma, whoever goes to the kitchen, bring the food. That means they are going some request and then bringing some information and eventually you displace those. And how do you fetch those? Or maybe how you use async await to get those, what is promise, those kind of thing. And the backend part of you will explore at least basic part of Node, Express, because I recommend Node and Express because they are in JavaScript. That makes your life easier and you are still, whatever you are learning in the front end, you can still use those. And then go a little bit beyond, learn about MongoDB, maybe how to host something in MongoDB Atlas or some other places, maybe MongoLab or some other cases, but you need to explore at least basic database. That means you are creating lab, exploring stuff, and if you are into modern stuff, you can think about GraphQL. And your final step number 7 is web superstar. And to become a web superstar, you don't only develop your application, you need to know how to host those. For that purpose, you will look something called Heroku. You'll go there and learn how to deploy something, share those stuff, how you connect and deploy there. And not only that, you will know some other key features. For example, how you will use OAuth, and that could be like a zero auth, it could be Firebase auth or few other things. How you can use like a social login system like Gmail login or Facebook login and those kind of things. And also you will learn other things like how you can integrate a payment gateway, how you can write unit test, and maybe you would be starting looking for a job. That means you need to explore some CS basics, maybe what is data structure, what is algorithm, or maybe you will just search for front-end interview questions and solve those and start networking. So previously you made love with backend developer. Now it's time to have a romantic relation with the recruiter, maybe hiring manager, those people, so that they can hire you for a job. So these are the 7 steps to become a web superstar. But this is the path I like because this is the cleanest path and the right path. But there are so many indirect paths that I don't recommend. But if you are interested, you can go those, and those paths are maybe you learn Python, you learn Django and Flask or something, and then in between you need to learn JavaScript, HTML, and little bit React there too. So why just go this indirect path or PHP, Laravel and do little bit, or maybe WordPress and those paths. So I personally don't recommend all these indirect paths. Rather, just take the solid, make a solid straight path, HTML, CSS, React, Node, Express, and then some MongoDB stuff. This is your solid part to become a web superstar. If you watch this video until now, you definitely have to do 2 things for me. Number 1, you have to subscribe this channel because this is very important for me and also very important for my grandma. And also write some nice comment here that, hey dude, I like your video. Hey dude, you are so cool, or this channel is very effective, or what type of video you expect from us in this channel. We're still very early stage, but we want to serve you in a nice guidance way, and it's a balanced way to guidelines as well as the coding examples. So stay tuned on this video, subscribe to this channel, and I will see you in the next video.